side I must go. The mirror reflects a face I no longer own. Heavy breathing beneath the company. A biome engine shifting into gear. Tapping on the glass of my rib cage. Ready to burn the script and flip the page. Beyond the mask of a morning routine. Something sharp and vivid and unseen. Kono Chikara is waking up tonight. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the borders begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Taking motion stops dead in its tracks, velocity rising through the spinal taps. I am watching my hands move on their own, occupying the throne I have never known. The shy demeanor of faded ghost. The passenger has become the host. Sudden clarity in the frantic heat. Total control at a frantic beat. Haunted knows who got time coming through. There's a stranger dancing under my skin, setting no door where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a bright and flash of light. A distant soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow dust. It is a wild fire wearing my name, and nothing else on is going to be the same. Give me the power to see what you've done. Shadow of fear. The shadow groove may never be undone.
Heat swings wide, check your face under a crescent moon. Beats hitting heavy like a sudden sharp monsoon. I am the crown of the abyss, the seventh name. Step to the circle, surrender to the flame. Crimson flows while the kodo snaps. Caught inside a booty's lethal trap. No hesitation, just flick the blade. Then watch the show of your spirit fade. Jigoku no soko kara hibiku kodo. Ware wa start off teni mo todoku doloro. Silver daggers fly through the smoke. Every shackle in the eye, yo. No like the river, but I strike like the flint. Catch the shimmer of a demonic glint. I don't need a legion, just a rhythm in my soul. Swallowing the cosmos and the pieces of the whole. Kaze ga fuku saigo no tatakai no uta. Kagamate ami no naka e kieta. The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin. Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin. Rise up from the ashes, El guardian of the thorns. Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns. Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni. Dancing through the chaos in a dark harmony. Feel the heavy impact of the demonesty cry. No ち歩く私の定め月の光さえも染める赤のため Elegant destruction in a high-speed chase Wiping every memory of a lesser human race Broken glass reflects all the choices that you make Frozen in the terror of a silent masquerade I am the leader of the cold nocturnal wind Paying for the ancient sins that never could be pinned Thunder in the valley where the lotus blossoms bloom I am the architect of your impending doom Sharp like the sword with the jagged carbon edge Standing on the summit of a crumbling rocky ledge 無限の彼方へと続くこの空 Everything is burning in the heat of my aura Style like a blizzard with the fury of a beast Invited to the table for a dark eternal feast 風が吹く最後の戦いの歌影は待って闇の中へ消えた The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin Rise up from the ashes in the garden of gold Bow before power, ancient silver horns 世界の終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through the chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness light Nowhere left to run and there is any fly この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear Rise up from the ashes in the garden of the forest Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns 世界を終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through chaos in a dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness light No escape to one and there is no left to hide この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear
Let's break it down, let's get it right. The one named Astaroth is ending you tonight.
Hunting for a dream Longing for a space It's the same wish I've had Since the day I saw your face You may never know How far I will go To trace your heart Into my very bone Over the rainbow Steady high ho Right float with me You let's start the show I am a fighter Hunting for my dream But to you I'm not as strong as I seem I clench my fist Imagining your kiss I step forward Into the mist I am the fighter Hunting for my dream Hunting for But to you I'm not as strong as I seem I clench my fist Imagining your kiss I step forward into the mist Iron sky, blackened sun Clothes arrive, will be good. Feel the rain, cover all. Hear the name, hear the call. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharpest beak, tender light, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh arine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishu. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malfas, find again. Malfas, kage no kishi. Malfas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Ravens on the wing, Malfas. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Ride forth with me, let's start show. Imagining your kiss, I step forward into the mist. Shadow
walking right has fine, but you were feeling lonely. Tell me what you see deep inside your soul. You only know who you are. I understand why you are afraid and scared. You've never hurt someone and haven't been hurt. You leave it all there on the other side of the frozen sea. I saw my dreams and my world. Take off your mask and be true to your heart. Trust yourself and fly away. Grant me the glorious light. Though I don't know how I'll do it when I fight. So we can be in a place where we wanna be. The things I want in life have no shape. So simply smash the final space, heading to unknown land. Until tomorrow, leave all my sorrows.
The moment when we finally face each other, silence shattered, it sparks fill the sky. The passion's flying deep inside our feelings, touches our truth no one else could ever find. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where one man crosses both our lives. The code I just still runs in my fingers. Old wounds we carry nearer back our past. We're running out of time for any words to linger. This rising impulse simply moves too fast. Too vivid now to ever call you techie. Beyond the pain, your light shone back at me. So falling out within the raging storm, drawn together in a world turned upside down. No reason needed, instinct takes its structure. I reach the realms where all unknowns are sound. I wanna see much further in your eyes, as all the borders melt away and die. Not to compete, but to confirm what's true. Lonely warriors wait for dawn to rise. The sparks burn hot within our true hearts. You lay riding yesterday's burn paradigm. The one who found the side of me unseen was you fighting on the battlefield with me. The moment when our blades align, together silence shatters and the sparks ignite. The passion's weighing deep within our gazes, touches a truth untouched by any sight. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where a man brings a path to life.
you've been touched by any size. I want your deep cuts into me deeper. Here where I lay, brings across the lines. Let's see where this dance will take us both. This seduction scale is what I love the most. So seduction scale is what I love the most.
My notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according what we've heard and told. Yeah. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands that's hard. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you. Sharp as beak, I step forward into the mix. I am the fighter, hunting for magic, hunting for. But to you, I'm not as full as I see. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Iron sky, blackened sun, crows arrive, war be good, fear the rain, cover all, hear the name, hear the call. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still. Heed the call, find a will. Malphas, kage no kishi, Malphas, kaze no ishi, build a wall, higher still. Heed the call, find the will. Malphas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharp as beak, tender eye, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh anine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring.
Okay. Is the mic working this time? Because last time I was on here for like 30 minutes and the goddamn mic wasn't on. But I'm guessing it's on because I see my 2D self flapping her lips. So I think I'm good. I think I'm all good tonight. It's very, very good. Tonight, well, today sucked. All I did was sleep all day. It's like my body couldn't take it anymore. I fucking collapsed. I think I got too much shit on under the dress, actually. But whatever. I'll figure it out later. 1666 Great Fire of London is one of my favorites. Rob provided a lot of the original footage of London locations that you see. Hum. Subscribe to Rob's London. It's really a great channel. If you like my material, I'm sure you'll like his. I still gotta eat today. Crime story called The Gangster Crown. Oh well. On Amazon, both in Kindle and also in paperback form. Come on, most of us still do prefer real physical books, don't we? The Gangster Crown is the story of the rise and fall of a crime boss in the American Midwest during the 1990s, who builds an unlikely criminal empire through shoplifting, and then finds himself juking it out with the local. I gotta turn the music on. Let's take care of that. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, I am Generation X. Anyway, there are links to where you can get both The Gangster Crown and Daniel Vanished in the description to this video. There was a placard at the beginning, and I'm going to say it again at the end. There is a members-only version of this video, which is not interrupted by ads. No, not even. Damn, no wonder I was sluggish. Today was hump day. Hump day. So yeah, no wonder everyone on the planet, on this side of the planet, was sluggish. It's the almighty hump day. Ain't shit going on Wednesday. On July 1st, 1981, a show occurred at a venue called the Manchester Polytechnic Cavendish House, known colloquially as. And my phone is always about to die. Fuck. Here's a picture of it from some years later. The headliner playing that night was the Exploited Scotland. That was described as the quintessential second wave UK punk band. In support were three other punk acts: Discharge, Antipasti, and Garage. This was the lineup for the classic Apocalypse Now. It began in London in late May, just before the most intense riots. A young man named Anthony Finch, then about 17, kept an extensive diary of his life in the UK punk scene this era. In his entry for July 1st, 1981, the day on which he and a friend traveled to Manchester to see the show, he wrote a lengthy account of how he was arrested by the transit police for traveling to Manchester on a train, ticket, then mugged right outside the police station. Of the show itself, he wrote, "The Exploited came on last. I went down in front to the sound of the stage. They played really good. They got the crowd really going. A stage invasion came during the encore set. The Exploited kept on playing. After they left the stage, I left the Polytechnic and I went outside. Who should be outside but Discharge hater Gary Rochelle? He was a journalist for the English music paper Sounds, and he was chatting to people outside on the gig. And he asked me what I came to see. I said Discharge. He said, I don't know what they're singing about. I can't understand them. Here is what that exact reporter, Gary Rochelle, wrote for Sounds magazine after this particular gig. Quote, the healthiest thing about punk is there's no more heroes. If you're no good, you're junked. No resting on the laurels, and there's a whole army of talent bursting to break through. You want names? Check out Blitz, Conflict, the Partisans, Strike, Eject, the Mobs, Skin Disease, Attack. For the bands, the problems are obvious. The solutions hard to come by. Self-activity is important to key, forming your own labels if necessary, because the majors are really out to lunch. Don't rely on public tradition. Be adventurous. Don't make a cult of yourselves. Stand up and think for yourselves. Tear down the walls. Aim for the mainstream without compromise. Principles, aim, junkie. This was the ethos of punk music in 1981. The best accountants in the world are drowning in prep work. That ends now. Puzzle has made a different bet. Everyone else built AI to work without accountants. We built AI.
Rewind to cursor?
Introducing AI Close. Your best
It's an interesting option.
Your rules. Your competitive advantage. Running automatically across every department. The accountant is the architect. The AI is the engine. Write a task like you'd expect. The golden era of punk, epitomized by the Sex Pistols, was supposedly dead, but the second wave of punk was rising in the 80s. The punk scene was developing a harder and faster sector. Hardcore punk was beginning to take shape, but there were still echoes of the classic 70s punk scene still around, such as the UK Subs and the Anti-Nowhere League, both quite popular during 1981. I spent some time on the Manchester Poly show of the Apocalypse Now tour because it's a vivid example of what the UK punk scene was like in 1981, and also because of how it converged in time with some of the threads we've been talking about in this story. The Manchester Poly show was 2 days before the Battle of Hambro Tavern in Southall, and 3 before the incident began, the Toxteth Uprising. Many in the punk scene and the journalists who covered it drew parallels
What the
between
fuck?
the angry themes of the punk bands and the grievances that were igniting English cities. Indeed, Waddy Buchanan, frontman of The Exploited, said this of the riots, quote, kids are fed. If they've got no to do, they'll do something stupid, like vandalize or something. If kids go straight from school to the dole, it's not their fault, is it? They cannot go out and get a job. The government creates boredom, and there's no way you can protest about it. Punk today is the backlash of reality.
Good lord.
This is why the punk scene in 1981 is critical to understanding what was happening in Britain in that year, as stated by historian Matthew Worley. Quote, punk tapped into real and media refracted stresses within social fabric. Industrial conflict, police brutality, youth cultural rivalries, and political extremes, unemployment, and substance abuse. For every government report on violence at rock concerts, glue sniffing, or inner city policing, punk offered cultural supplements that aspired to Joe Strummer's conviction that the truth is only by gutter snipes. Quote, Joe Strummer was, for the record, lead vocalist for The Clash. 1981 was full of important and groundbreaking punk releases. The UK Subs released Diminished Responsibility and was the tellingly titled Punk's Not Dead, Exploited, Why Discharge, Demolition War by the Subhumans, Streets of London by the Anti-Nowhere League, #1 UK indie single.
What the fuck?
If my name was Nintendo, I would be battening down the hatches and preparing my best things imaginable because of how good Palworld has been doing. After losing all of their court lawsuits against Pocket Pair with Pokemon and Bamboo, the future of this game is now brighter than a supernova. And the wins just keep coming, and it's pretty much official now. Nintendo can do nothing to stop Palworld's ascension, and it's all their fault. Honestly, this video is nothing but good news. I gotta be real. It really shows here. Palworld's popularity is surging to ungodly superhuman levels now. This game is reaping all the benefits of what Nintendo has just forgotten to capitalize on, and at this point, Nintendo really can't do much against it. As seen here from about a day or so ago, Palworld has somehow reached almost 1 million players again on Steam alone, which is beyond ridiculous for a development studio of this size, but it's happening. As this user said on Twitter, if Nintendo could maybe get their heads out of their own cheeks, they could lock in and create something that could rival Palworld, but at this point, I'm not so sure. Of course, I'm not going to say Pokemon's going to fail. That's impossible. Pokemon is the largest IP in the world. If you can believe it, it's bigger than all of the Marvel characters, even DC, and then some combined. So no, Pokemon is not over by a long shot. That being said, though, Palworld's existence does prove one thing, that Nintendo needs to learn from this and fast. The highest peak player count Palworld hit on Steam in the last 30 days was around 956,000 players, which is an increase in player count of around 733% compared to June last year. So this is Palworld's official second largest player count ever, besides when it first released and hit over 2 million at that point, which is also when Nintendo took notice and then tried to eliminate them, but obviously they could not do that. The momentum of Palworld right now is borderline Super Saiyan at this point. The game is beyond anything that Pocket Pair could have imagined. Even if angry Nintendo players keep yelling and saying that Palworld rips off Pokemon's designs, it doesn't really seem to matter. Pokemon with guns, that's here to stay. And it is a genuine competitor too, because those numbers do not lie. You need to realize how crazy this all is. As Games.gg said here, only 3 games have crossed 2 million concurrent players on Steam. That's PUBG, Black Myth Wukong, and Palworld. That's it. It's a very small club up there. Even games like Cyberpunk 2077 or Monster Hunter Wilds, which were also big mega sellers too. They only managed around 1 million concurrent players at launch. And I say that as if that isn't also immensely impressive, which it is, don't get the wrong idea, but still. The fact that Palworld pretty much doubled Cyberpunk's player counts, and that game was so hyped up, that's astounding. For starters, Palworld now has a coherent, fully built main campaign that flows from its story beats into the next. The world tree's been added, all the factions in the game have greater emphasis as well. There's also Sunreach, that's a new part of the game's open world map. It's a bunch of floating islands with unique pals to obtain and more too. And the game has also gotten fresh new side quests to do as well, just littered all over the map too. Mutations, that's a new feature, is a mechanic where when you breed your pals, you can sometimes get stronger versions of the same pal. So that also adds new layers to how you want to go about optimizing and min-maxing your team, which is, yes, very similar to how Pokemon does breeding too, but still they have that as well. The level cap has also been raised from 65 to 80, and pretty much all in all, Palworld 1.0 is pretty much the best time for anybody on the fence to finally jump in. The wild part is how much the game costs too. I said this in another video, but it bears repeating, Palworld is not a fully priced video game somehow. On Canadian PSN for me, as you can see there, Palworld is $39 regular, but it's $27 on sale right now as this video is being made anyways. So if you're watching this in the future, I can't say if that sale will be there still or not, obviously, but either way, that this game is not a fully priced video game. It still has more content than a lot of games that are double its price and then some. Palworld has an end game and an actual multiplayer that isn't surface level like Pokemon, and all of it is for half the price or so of a mainline Pokemon game. So the question then remains, how does Nintendo respond to all this? Objectively speaking, this means that Nintendo has to lock in a lot. I mean, sure, yeah, Pokemon Wind and Waves is going to sell gangbusters out of the gate, no matter what Nintendo or Palworld does. People are going to swarm that game like World War Z zombies regardless of its quality, but that's the problem. Pokemon has been lazy for a real long time now. I will admit, Nintendo has at least cracked the code from developing Pokemon games at a very, steep discount of budget-wise compared to other AAA developers, so kudos to them. A Pokemon game's budget is but a mere fraction of, say, a Sony or an Xbox first-party game, yet despite that, Pokemon's return on investment is something that Sony nor Xbox could ever hope to match, because it's, well, frankly impossible to do. Pokemon just has the world in its vice grips. That being said, though, when your major competitor is not only on every platform that you're not on, but is also half your price, you should be shaking in your boots, because it means that anything Nintendo tries to get away with now is going to be met with of scrutiny and deserved fan backlash too. I mean, go look at the Mega Dimension DLC for Legend ZA here on the Canadian Nintendo eShop, right? It's $40. It costs more to buy this expansion than it does to get Palworld right now on Steam, and you can't even
Wow.
play this DLC without the base game as well. Which also in Canada is seen here, Pokemon Legend ZA Nintendo Switch 2 version is $100 Canadian before tax. So you're going to spend $140 Canadian before tax to get the full Legend ZA experience on the Switch 2. You could buy Palworld 3 times over and still have money left compared to what you needed to spend on the newest Pokemon game, and that's the point. It's not that Pokemon games are bad, they're just not really worth the money that you spend on. The other reason why I give so much flack to Pokemon over, say, other Nintendo first-party games is because while sure they're all games made for, in a sense for kids, they are, Pokemon especially is targeted at children even more so than, say, Zelda or Mario. So these predatory prices are kind of insane for a game series that wants kids to play them, because each game costs so much money to buy. Seriously, again, $100 for Legend ZA. Look, I reviewed the game on the channel, so I did buy it for that reason, but if I wasn't reviewing Legend ZA, I would not have paid the price that Nintendo asked me. Because it's just unreasonable, man. The game costs more than GTA 6 will it launch for me. Make it make sense. You can't, but that's the truth here. See, before with Pokemon, I didn't really mind, because the scene here from Google, when Pokemon Diamond came out, it was $30 American, which was around $40 Canadian, give or take. Either way, that's not a lot for a game like Pokemon Diamond, right? The price you paid back then felt proportional to the game that you were getting. And this is why for so long, Pokemon kind of got
It could be because there's a massive
fidelity or say quality even
factor for people like this.
because sure those games
There
were
is
really big,
there is like
they looked the best, but they were a lot
I don't think
cheaper.
it's like no, you
Despite
know,
the price actually
that's
reflected that. But as time went on,
BCX.
those games have only gotten
I can do be weird. It's fine because there's a mask. This player match. You guys signed out too? No, it's that main menu. Oh. I think when the going gets tough, you don't almost play. Yeah. What happened? Why did I go back to the main menu? What the hell? Happens more with Foodie? I think so too. Missed the tournament? Yeah, Noir, that happened like 3.5 hours ago. You lost connection to servers? Well, I'm back. How'd it go? Not very good. I didn't do very good tonight. Didn't very good. Went through the whole tourney. I could have joined. I did so bad. Picking the tourney. They're not starting to like I mean today one of my events was 1 delay frame,
Thank you for your patronage.
3 rollback frames, and like 110 minutes. And I'm like, oh my god. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I think the shit they're actually out. But like tourneys are part of the vibe, they are. That's the best connection right there. It's fucking interesting. And so many of my wall almost dropped when they shouldn't have. And I think it's just because the connection was so bad. And like, why does Leon have a moment? Good on my end, literally. Casey, why did you put a helmet on Leon? The young guy in the game.
so this slot that pushes you to check your credit card costs different price. It is a single point. There's stuff that got item shops and like recent. That's what they do construction with bigger
Red Hood. No,
for
it's
example, every Sony first party game ever with their character.
I don't think it's connected to Jack.
It's not like the airport saying that no one wants to sign 100% repeat revenue deals. This is a publisher brand. That's gaming 10 years ago. It's just that some of the legacy publishers and brand recognition in mind return developers now. Since their name recognition, there's certainly someone willing to subscribe.
Oh, Leon has a different name.
It's why I think a lot more indie developers
want success are starting to think, hey, we can do this ourselves. We'll publish, and we'll offer more favorable terms, and we won't do the a lot more companies are doing it. It's a lot more sustainable. In case you don't know what a recoup clause is, basically it's an agreement that many AAA publishers do here to explain when it comes to creating video games. And it's how they get development studios to work. So what usually happens is, let's say you're a studio making a game about Spider-Man. Let's just use that one. Typically what happens is the company who owns the IP partner,
I feel like Batman is like the great
your team to make it. They would cover your salaries, all the insurance testers, marketing, executives, and everything is paid for.
You know, Batman is all for
Once the game is done, it comes out, that's when this 100%
I can't imagine that guy.
model that kicks in. This is also the most common practice of this machine. If the game comes out, the publisher of Spider-Man will get 100% of all of the money made from the sales right out of the gate in order to pay back the money they spent on your team making the game. And only until their total investment is paid off does your studio then start to make money on the game that you just developed. But since the vast majority of the hard money so as a first week of sales or whatever, where they're always the highest money can be, that goes to the publisher. So you likely don't then make as much as you might have to spend.
Are you coming to the October month? I had to try it with the orbital. I was like surprised. Was that Omar? How are you? I respect it. That almost worked. There you see, I was about to say, you don't think that. I'm gonna do it until you don't. Oh my god, nice to meet you. So warm right now, I hate it. And pouring, I know, it's like storming rain. It's insane. I heard the craziest thunder. If your headset on, it scared you. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, nice.
Fuck.
Double A release working as intended. The game didn't cost toss an arm and a leg to make. Palworld's development costs were apparently somewhere near $7 million, which in video game terms, that's small compared to the usual 200 million plus range that most AAA games work within. Palworld, as 80level.com showed back in 2024 when it first released, within 3 months or so, Palworld coming out, it went on to make somewhere near $500 million in revenue. So the return on investment was crazy. But that's the point. I think too many games are worried about needing ballooning budgets and then publishers help in order to clutch themselves, to angle themselves for like success, I guess. But the reality is the future of game development is not these overzealous expensive games. Palworld, and to a degree, Pokemon even, they prove this. Pokemon games have notoriously smaller budgets, yet their ROI is nuts. Pokemon Legends ZA's budget, as Kid Buu showed here, via a leak at Nintendo, it turned out to just be $13 million. Yet the game went on to sell well past 5 million copies in its first week at a full price point of $80 to 100 Canadian per copy sold. And remember, Nintendo doesn't have to share any of that because it's their platform, they own Game Freak, and they own the IP with Pokemon. So Nintendo made off like bandits with this latest game. Or really all Pokemon games they make off like bandits. Unironically, how Nintendo makes their games is also kind of the blueprint for modern AAA that a lot of them aren't doing. Sure, yes, I do agree. Pokemon games in general do feel pretty lazy, but the point of the matter is that their return on investment proves that bigger budgets don't necessarily need better performing games. Palworld was made effectively for half of Legends ZA. Again, looking at those team numbers alone, Pocket Pair is raking in the millions en masse for a reason, because people want to play games that are fun. And it's actually not bad how good the game's graphics look, or how many pimples you can see on some guy's face with all of your rendering or whatever. Some of the best games of all time, pretty much most of them, have stylized looks for a reason. Minecraft, Roblox, Pokemon, it doesn't matter, because they're not only easier to develop, but their art styles also, this is key, allow them to look timeless over time. I would argue that the more realistic your game ends up looking, the more dated in due time it will also become. Again, personally, I would rather Naughty Dog go back to making games like Uncharted faster because they were fun to play, than spending the time that they are making, which is forever, to make one single game when it's relaxing. If the games industry leaned more towards what Palworld is doing over, say, Call of Duty, maybe there wouldn't be as many layoffs, there'd be more room for actual creativity and fun games to be made. After all, Pokemon's mere existence proves that people don't care about graphics, they care about having fun. Really, all of Nintendo's games do. All of them have like amazing art styles, right? If you put them on the PlayStation or whatever, objectively speaking, even Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom doesn't look, I guess, graphically as impressive as, say, Call of Duty or God of War Ragnarok or whatever. But then you look at the sales of those games, and like Tears of the Kingdom sold over like 22 million copies or something already. Do you think people really cared that it didn't have super realistic graphics and you can see every pore on Link's face? No, they don't care. And the same goes with Pokemon, which is still fun, even if it does feel lazy at times. You can't deny that the games still do have their core gameplay loops intact. But the fact that Sony or Xbox would rather spend hundreds of millions of dollars while Nintendo spends a few but makes more is the problem. Gears of War EA is apparently like $300 million to develop. It's not going to sell anywhere near what Legends ZA did. And I would love for more Palworlds. I don't mean just more monster capturing games. I just mean games with similar budgets that focus on fun and creativity over look how many lines are on this guy's forehead or something. Isn't that amazing? Honestly, not really, no. For example, Pocket Pair published the game Windrose. Remember that survival pirate crafting game that was sort of like Black Flag, which is seen here in April this year? It sold over 1 million copies right out of the gate, and it's somewhere near 200,000 plus players on Steam at one point. The game was a success. Its developers, by the way, they're situated in Uzbekistan, which showed that the future of games aren't even necessarily just wildly expensive Western-made ones. Windrose, like Palworld, became a major success because they prioritized fun over profits. And then Windrose, as seen here again from PC Gamer in May this year, it sold over 2 million copies. And it's just going to keep selling because it's not a fully priced video game. It didn't cost $300 million to create if it's not overtly monetized or worried about live service elements like so many other games are. It's sort of becoming the blueprint, really. Palworld, Windrose, whatever. Just make a cool game in a niche that is not being serviced enough by others, and you're probably likely going to succeed. Nintendo has famously ignored everyone outside of their own platform. being cool, but that's why Power World sold billions then. If Nintendo released Pokemon outside of their ecosystem, yeah, they would be making even more billions, but I guess they don't want to. So naturally then, someone had to step in to fill that void, that niche, like I said. Despite Nintendo trying to sue Power World, which didn't work, now they're drowning in money. As Buckley said in terms of how Pocket Bear does their publishing compared to AAA development as seen here, Buckley says this is because the contract varies depending on how much support the publisher will be required to offer, although he notes that generally, the deal involves around a 30 to 40% recoup rate without Pocket Bear taking ownership of the IP. That's huge, alongside clauses such as the ability to part ways amicably if the partnership isn't working. So imagine you're an indie developer. Your two options are one, a AAA publisher will take 100% of profits until their investment is paid off, and likely they're also going to own your IP. Or two, you go with someone like Pocket Bear who will take 30 to 40% of your investment, and you get 60 to 70% of your sales overall right out of the gate. And you get to own your IP, so if it does well, you have more leeway to get better publishing rights in the future and make future games in that series. You would be a moron to go with AAA at that point, like a total sucker even. No wonder this is leading to success stories like this. As Buckley says here, in terms of other games they worked with, like Trunkful, they also do localization in-house for games that they work with, and QA in places like Japan and China. As Pocket Bear, in case you don't know, is a Japanese company first, but despite that, they are still 99% hands-off compared to other publishers, who will instead micromanage everything that they invest in instead and buy the IPs so no one can touch them pretty much afterwards. Like, the future is bright for Power World though, as Buckley said here. We always intended to create Power World and develop it for a while, but the idea that Power World would become this IP that we would be making spin-offs for, that all came post-launch, says Buckley. We had to though. We'd be fools to put this game aside, wouldn't we? So we should at least try and continue it. So far, Power World is getting a funding spin-off called Pow Farm, and they're also doing a trading card game for rival Pokemon with Bushiroad. They also signed a deal with Sony Music and Aniplex, which I would assume maybe is to eventually to make some sort of an anime version of TV show of Power World as well. I guess I don't know. The 4 years that Nintendo's hubris and inability to respect their fans when it came to Pokemon led to the direct elimination and creation of arguably their biggest rival in the space. Yet that's because Nintendo became lazy and treated with Pokemon. But the real threat is when you look at the raw numbers. Games Radar, as they report here, that now since Power World was launched, they have 8 million more players than Pokemon did with Red, Blue, and Green. Players, not copies sold either. But those numbers came before the launch of 1.0, and I already know some Pokemon fans will say, so what? Power World beat a game released in the 90s. What's the big deal? You can look at it that way, but the point remains that Power World's first release taken in context is very successful either way. And granted, by today's standards, most Pokemon games usually sell around the 30 to 40 million mark per release. So Power World is, they're encroaching on their territory at least, and that is a problem. But by February 2025, Power World also broke 32 million players. Although again, that is not copies sold, so that is a gotcha for Nintendo fans if they want to use it. But even back in January 2024, as seen here, Power World then hit 19 million players, with 12 million of those being paid copies sold, and the other 7 from subscription services like Game Pass. Either way, the fact that Power World is hitting these numbers is great. It doesn't diminish Pokemon's legitimacy or anything, but it's still a very successful debut either way, and that's the point here. Ultimately, Power World's existence is still crazy to think that after all these years, Pokemon finally has some solid competition. But I think the core win here is that AA games are proving that they can be just as successful as the AAA ones, and we do need more of that these days. There's too many games these days getting made that involve thousands of developers and support studios spread across continents to make these things work. Looking at you, Ubisoft. And we have games with marketing campaigns that were the development budget of classics 15 years ago. Again, looking at you, Ubisoft. Star Wars Outlaws, by the way. Everything has become too big and expensive, but it's also made things much slower too, right? Any publisher who's convinced themselves that this was progress is lying to keep pushing this unaffordable reality. Power World was made by 30 developers or so in the first release. That shows you don't actually need 1,000 developers around the continent to make games. And I think there's another thing here many people in AAA are realizing the hard way. When it comes to Power World, all their money spent on marketing matters little if you can get the internet just do the talking and marketing for you. Power World's marketing campaign was practically non-existent. It just grew through word of mouth, and the game marketed itself because players genuinely wanted to show other people what they were finding organically in the game. Unlike, say, Mixtape, which needed the entire industry to push it up the hill, Power World didn't need any advertising to manufacture authentic excitement. It just happened naturally. That's awesome. And the question Nintendo keeps coming back to is, why this one? Why did Power World resonate so strongly? And I think it's because people spent years watching AAA, become cautious, and kept creating focus-tested games that felt like designed by committee owners. Power World is instead messy, experimental, experimental, and that's kind of its biggest strength, and that's exactly why Palworld created so much discussion the way that it did. Not because everybody suddenly believed that it would replace Pokemon, it won't, but because it showed that there was enormous demand for something new, finally, for once. And we're seeing this happen time and time again. Baldur's Gate 3, Stardew Valley, Valorant, Among Us, Vampire Survivors, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, Windrose, Mecha Chameleon, Escape Rooms.com, Schedule 1. I'm sure I'm missing something, but when it comes to independent games, but that's what this all comes down to. The games industry is no longer needing to just be Call of Duty and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get into how that stuff is also a problem in a future video, but we need more stuff that isn't $80 that release with expensive expansion passes. We just need fun games because fun is where freedom really shines. The feeling that a developer had fun making the thing that you're playing instead of another game made that feels like it was just made to fill a spreadsheet. But regardless of what happens next, Palworld already accomplished something important. It challenged the assumptions, and it proved that a smaller developer could create a global phenomenon with almost zero backing. It also proved that players are going to be able to embrace unexpected ideas if they're cool, and it forced the industry to look in the mirror for one thing, God. And the biggest question of all here for me, and let me know what you think as always, isn't how did Palworld become so successful? No. The question we should be asking is, why was the industry so surprised that people wanted something different? As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to. I hope we get more Palworld-like games in the future in other niches. Maybe one day a game will rival GTA, even but from an indie level. That would be cool. Or Call of Duty, maybe. Anything is really possible now, so go and enjoy some games.
We've danced around this forever. I'm a soldier, and a soldier's job is to fight. Every enemy we have has been waging a covert war against us, attacking us at the tiniest of cuts. We know what you do.
Has been compromised. INS targets could be released publicly.
Please deteriorate of your undeteriorated fabric.
I'm scared for you.
Snipes on your side. You better get ready. Find whoever was behind this, and I'm gonna
Come with me as I upgrade my outdoor gaming experience with the new Bose Lifestyle Collection. With the biggest stage in global soccer coming up, there's never been a better time to elevate my setup. These speakers are the perfect blend of performance and elevated design. The subwoofer brings full thumping bass, and the soundbar delivers immersive Dolby Atmos sound, crystal clear dialogue. From the roar of the crowd to the biggest plays, this setup puts you right into the action. For watching the world's best compete on a global stage, this is the upgrade my matchday setup needed. If you've been thinking about upgrading your sound system, make sure to check out the new Bose Lifestyle Collection.
If you've searched for a home in the last 25 years, you've seen it. Right below the price tag, the school rating. Because for parents, a home isn't just about real estate. It's about what schools their kids go to. And according to John, everything is becoming more complex.
The education landscape has changed for a long time. Your zip code,
Saturn, Aquarius, 12th house. Nice. Saturn, Aquarius, 12th house. What else? What else? What else? What else?
That provides data to over 50 million parents every year, and nearly everyone has the same tricky question.
What makes a great school? For a long time, we used. Yep, you read that one right, fellas. Nintendo is officially set to completely lose their lawsuit against Palworld, and now there's not much of anything that.
Alright, let's watch this one now. I accidentally ruined her career by Rev sets it.
Damn.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. El Larkymon. Let me see. Saturn. Aquarius 12. think that's Uranus, Aries, 7th. Good, neutral, bad. Good, neutral, bad. Nice. Oh my god. God damn.
My name is Mary Lurker. I'm from Spring, Louisiana, and I am on GLP-1 therapy, HRT, and vitamin therapy with particular medical. I've lost 55 pounds in the 2 years that I have been on medication. I would say, at least make an appointment to go and have a conversation with one of the providers that are medical. They'll make you feel like a person, again, that you're not crazy, that the symptoms that you're feeling are real, and they're all real solutions to living like that. Hey, I'm Lydia, owner from Pod Code here in Anthropic, and today we're launching Pod Tag, which lets Pod collaborate right alongside your team. At Anthropic, we've been tagging Pod in for most of this year, so honestly, all of this is just how we roll. And across Anthropic, Pod Tag covers 65% of our product orders. So, for example, here,
Estuvimos viendo ahí que después, la mayoría del tiempo, él siempre tenía dos barras encima de la y creció. Siempre tiene las dos barras, siempre podía conseguir eso, comfort de máximo, ya sea para romper guardia o confirmar y después hacer un montón de daño. Supo cuando hacer timeout y después no tener que aplicarse para nada, ¿me entiendes? Ahí que toda decisión que hace es por una razón y bien precisa. Quiero decirle, de los acá del puente, aquí hasta aquí corriendo. Vámonos al ruedo de la Winter Final. Esto es a 3. Reino Negro, que ahora trae ahí a la que parece pastel. Cara de frita, la neta de ti, me amaba la y la cara de Máximo. Planet of the Apes, de Predador. Reino Negro, que ahora trae ahí al que parece Max Steel con cara de ¿cómo se llama? El planeta de cine, todo el mundo llamaba ahí la cara de Máxima. Planet of the Apes, el planeta de los simios. No, para mí, Máxima definitivamente trae este tipo de vibra, especialmente cuando estamos tirando esos puñetazos que te sientes que te está pegando un gorila ahí con el paper canon. El Máxima pega durísimo y tiene un montón de nuevas herramientas para utilizar. Y ahora mismo se lo lleva el primer personaje, el Máxima, contra el Mari de Manu Cosmítica.
Por acá, Ewoks, el reino con máxima huevos. Sí, hijo, también Huitzilopochtli. Se ve que tienes mucho tiempo que no vienes aquí a los streams, pero sí, Rino trae al máxima. Pero ¿qué crees? Ya se está enfrentando ahí a su propio personaje, el Yachi, que le hace ahí el delay, el remate, le meten el super en la cara, va a tratar de salir, no sin antes llevarse un ligero castigo. Por acá, el buen del Rino ya salió de la presión de la esquina a buscar cómo dar la vuelta a esta situación de vida. No le invierte barra, el golpe fuerte, guipiado de Rino no es castigado por el buen de Maluco, que le va la chance de acabar ya con este hombre de Ojalá.
Ah, God, should I take this off? I think I should. I'll go ahead and take it off.
Hasta la parte más baja de este salto y viene otra vez Rino buscando una entrada y me lo regresa con patadas. Otra vez ahí intentando Rino, intentando con el bajo carro y estas patadas que parecen de breakdance. El Manucoro acabó con el máxima de Rino. Sí, escucharon bien, el máxima de Rino.
Con nuevo Marcho vienen nuevos personajes y yo usualmente no soy mentiroso, yo digo la verdad siempre, en nombre de Orochi yo siempre digo la verdad. Y de ahora mismo estamos viendo nuevos personajes, nuevos Josco, ¿me entiendes? Justamente estamos trayendo la noche de hoy, especialmente cuando tenemos aquí las vacinas del Parlamento del Pino y después las dos del Manu y yo. Debimos gastar todo para tratar de hacerlo de este yachi, no por el río 7 con fíjate que puedes hacer aquí la barra de guardia tampoco. Estamos traiciando 5B, pero no consiguió el combo up, el poder, el buenísimo bloque de parte de Rino ahí en la esquina. Y vamos de las barras de guardia volvieron a ya estamos bastante sanos, pero obligados a tener que gastar la barra y el daño sin 12 si termina.
No, you can be the one going on about the smell. I told you your mom is the one that smells like cheese. I don't know why you don't listen.
Robótico de Abraham Lincoln, ándale por las pastillotas, ¿verdad? También, sí, cierto, ahí se le queda al
Why don't you take a break from the computer and go deal with yourself, okay?
La barra Reino dice, como ya es tu último personaje, vamos a aplicarte daño.
Para
evitar el agarre, invierte barra para poder castigarte, tiene que invertir un level 1. Y lo hace, mano.
second guessing my choices, how are you?
Sunshine Clinical White gives
Oh,
2 shades more
get it, Agnes.
24/7 heavy protection. I recommend it.
Why you delete? You can't even spell delete?
Thank you, the baseball family. Come on, I love homers. And this little bad boy
Delete
lets me
link?
get one for free.
The fuck is that?
I can make a big shot Monday, potato Tuesday, walk off Wednesdays, thumper Thursdays, four-bagger Fridays.
Oh my God, what's up with this bra?
Yeah, it's usually more so on the weekends, Walter, but yeah, this is
Wars,
exactly
drought,
the same.
labor strikes, e-commerce, environmental changes,
What's your problem, Judge?
artificial intelligence. Supply chains continue to face bottlenecks and
How much do you weigh?
disruptions. When the world changes, Logistics Plus delivers. When 9/11 happened, Logistics Plus coordinated the first air freight charter delivery from
I'm gonna guess
Europe to the
275.
United States. When the largest solar
Easily
farm
over 300? Well,
constructed in
damn, I was being nice
California,
one time.
Logistics Plus managed
Should
the
put down those hot
importation
pockets.
and delivery of over 3 million solar panels. When the world's biggest co-working startup needed to grow, Logistics
Love you,
Plus
nobody.
opened nearly
Treat me.
2,000 new offices around the world within 3 years. When COVID-19 struck, Logistics Plus sourced and distributed millions of pieces of personal protective equipment worldwide.
Make
When
you
the
cough?
war began in Ukraine,
Like cough?
Logistics Plus
Can you not spell that
delivered
right?
millions of dollars of aid and support,
I wasn't
and
talking
managed a
about
complex delivery of
Talking about the
22,000
dishes.
tons of gas pipes to Ukraine, including the first non-grain ocean
Sounds healthy to me.
From small shipments to pallets and heavy lift cargo, solar panels to startups, data center installations
I don't know what
to
it means.
fuel tanks to rockets, Logistics
Oh,
Plus
like,
delivers.
what the fuck does that
You need
mean?
an experience guide to navigate change and
Got a
ascend
cannibal
to
in
new
chat.
heights.
Mm.
Logistics Plus works in the background to help you on this complex journey. We say yes to any supply chain challenge, from warehousing to transportation, procurement to fulfillment, customs brokerage to global compliance, air, ocean, ground, or rail, regional, national, or global. With passionate people and world-class technology, we are nimble, creative, clever, and resourceful. We put the plus in logistics. Visit us at logisticsplus.com.
I thought you were busy smelling your mouth.
Si le invierto la barra me meto al último personaje, entonces si lo hago. Lástima que le faltó un segundito para conseguir más vida, zarigüeya.
Pero a la misma vez, lo que importa es si podemos llegar a conseguir esta barrita media que nos falta para después poder tener un confirm bastante chido. Después entrar a la pizza, pero wifiamos entonces. Y aquí con el level uno debería ser el final. Yo creo que aquí nos pone el primer punto en este Winners Finals, mi gente. Pero bien importante aquí cuando ya estamos en las finales es primero a 3, mi gente. Eso tiene que ganar 3 matches para poder seguir adelante a la gran final. So, vamos a tener muchas retas en este set.
Sí, bandita, esto es la Winner Final, esta 3. Saluditos ahí a mí, a Emil Koch, que dice en inglés, eso funcionaba antes, el parse antiaéreo en el grab. Lo que pasa, explican en inglés ahí a Emil, que ahora hace Anywhere Juggle, ese DPEX.
Yeah, so for the US crew, really quick, yeah, Maxima got some buffs. He had the Anywhere Juggle from his CFDB, so we can confirm, like, any answer with half a bar into a knockdown. Maxima's looking very, very clean this round, especially the hands of Reno. But let's switch it up back to Spanish real quick. Volvemos aquí a el español, aquí con el típico, el flow boricua aquí, que el Máximo ahora mismo le está haciendo un poquito difícil quitarse la mano de encima, especialmente con esa presión de los chicos. Tratamos de confirmar con eso, pero ya llegamos al piso y nos esquivamos en el Anywhere Juggle. Esto debe ser lo suficiente para matar y sí lo fue el Manu, con esta vez se lleva la ventaja, mi pica.
Se llevó correcto ahí a él, Yashiro, que parece que ya no está aquí en manos de Reno. Y seguimos con la pelea porque ahora es el buen de Manu Koch el que trae la ventaja del el problema va a poder ser va a ser confirmar a esta Blue Mary, que ya también le metieron su pequeña buqueada, por así decirlo, con esos rotos que ahora ya puede hacer de manera más fácil.
Oh my god.
No, I don't speak to the dead.
No, Snow has not been back. I think you thoroughly beat him in the submission. He's you. Oh, you're gonna make him show up.
Que ya es el Cyborg Yashiro, por eso ya tiene trae 3 Yashiros del reino. Hace falta que le hagan ahí un mob con la.
God, I've been looking fat lately. Good lord.
That's supposed to be a dish, it's a character.
Correctamente, solamente le voy a vestir una barra derecha, donde quedó la pelota desde huevo, no sé qué
I think it's cute too.
Sí, cabotón ahí en el hueco, está el barreno y tiene chance de hacer un tremendo.
No, I only have one. My cat doesn't like other cats.
Ahora mismo entramos, ya estamos poniendo Michael Jackson y el Ricky, porque estamos viendo The Man in the Mirror, estamos viendo el hombre en el espejo aquí en el día, en el match, pero ahora mismo la ventana tiene más vida y barra, pero el Rino ya sabe cómo es.
Now get the fuck out of there. Hmm. I feel that snow probably doesn't work. I feel like I've talked about that before. A lot of the Twitch... Holy shit, this tag is pissing me off. I wish I... Because all the tags on Sheen you can just rip off with your hands. These want you to use scissors. But yeah, a lot of the live stream, as far as like Twitch and Kick are involved, seems like the primary I don't know how to put it. It seems like a lot of the people on Twitch and Kick tend to, like, I don't know, not be employed. They're literally just on the website all day. They are literally just on here all day. I mean, some of them are on, like, benefits, and they end up being, like, the biggest spenders. There's the occasional white-collar people who drop a lot, but it's, like, 90% people who are, like, I don't know, in uniquely disadvantaged positions. I'm pretty sure my top subber on here is, like, a unemployed guy in Australia. It's like the worst kept secret. It's kind of like, it's a little concerning when you think about it. Because, I mean, it's telling you that the only ones, like, facilitating the transfer of money or currency around us are, like, people on benefits, or honestly, like, the whale percentage is, like, there's not that many whales. I feel like if you're actually going to run into a whale, you basically have to be giving up some booty, and, like you've kind of been in the game for a long time. There's one, I mean, there's plenty of Kick girls who just, like, do booby streaming, and they make thousands. There's, like, their lifetime subbers are people who've, like, sent them, like, literally thousands of gifted subs. And a gift sub on Kick is $4.99, and they've given them literally thousands of gifted subs. And it'll be multiple people on their leaderboard. I think the highest I've seen on Twitch so far is, like, maybe 500. I've definitely seen, like, 300, 400. Yeah, I haven't seen 1,000. Well, I feel like if a streamer did run into someone who could send that much, they're usually trying to get them to just send raw donations at that point. But that's its own bag of monkeys, barrel of monkeys. think you've mentioned this simp before. He like had an actual crash out over one of the girls. Yes, he would like brag to you guys about how much he would spend. Of course, he was hiding the hat, had to hide everything. Balding at 23 is pretty insane. If anything, it just gave him a head start for how things really are. It's kind of fucked up. We could have totally cured male baldness by now, but we just choose to add that bit of friction. What the fuck? I don't know why. Oh, maybe that's why, because I haven't been sitting properly. Okay. That makes me look less fat. But yeah, there's some Olympic simpers on these websites, which, I mean, simping is, I don't know, there's like a code to simping. In a way, you're kind of supposed to simp, but, you're supposed to... You're definitely supposed to have control over your simping. You know, like, it shouldn't feel as though you are beholden to the woman. You have to... The ideal guy or simp is one who clearly is willing to drop some money on a woman that he likes or whatever, but they're also not scared to, like, you know, hold back or expect certain things from the woman. I feel like that is like the perfect fusion of give and take. I mean, and it just builds good habits from content creators, so you don't end up with the vampire women that plague the website. Trying to think of an example. I can't really think of an example. Yeah, it's hard to think of a real example off the top of my head. I mean, I guess for me, you already know my methods. I've definitely spent many dollars on many creators, but I also have a system. And high key, I don't give a fuck. I feel like the most impactful thing you can do if you're going to give a woman anything is to straight up not want anything, but not say anything. You need to... It's kind of like you have to do like the opposite of the implication joke from It's Always Sunny, where when they feel the implication, you just treat them like they're retarded. I think I had some girl, because there was a secret PayPal I did to some girl a few nights ago, and I could tell she was confused because she was like sending me a follow-up question about, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything you need? And I'm like, are you stupid? I literally just asked if you wanted some money right now. Here's a couple dollars. Leave me alone. That gets in their head. That really, really. I mean, because they're used to the usual story with everyone else. So if you do it like that, you just mind fuck them. There's at least one there's at least one content creator who thought that I was like trying to mind control her or something. But eventually, I guess she figured out that I don't have some ulterior motive to turn her into a mind slave. Oh, thank you for the follow, whoever followed me on Kick. Make sure you behave. Don't ask me about... Oh, I guess their comment is finally gone. There was someone, before I even started up my Twitch stream, who was talking... I don't know why. They couldn't even see my camera. They were like, are you into BNWO? I'm like, this is a Wendy's. Please, stop. I see that's the new trend, is to talk about BNWO. Like, fuck. They're sort of unhinged Kick streams. There's some that are running in the bikini section that literally just advertise a Gooner server. In that Gooner server I went into was crazy. That was the closest thing I've ever been to like an actual Diddy party. That shit was insane. There's like a bunch of people in the VC, and there's like 2 people live streaming constant porn, like 24/7 porn. Like their stream had like multi-monitors, so it was like they have 4 screens on their screen, and each was like a different porn vid, and one had hentai, the other one had like TikTok. It was insane. I was like, this, and they have they have PvP in the Gooner server. It's gotten real. Shit just got real. They used to make memes about it. People are for real out here doing PvP gooning. What the fuck do they call it? Let me look at this. What do they call this? They're still going. Like, the VC is still packed. I haven't seen the VC empty since I've gotten in this place. What the fuck do they call this? Gooning battles. They have how to play. They have battle requests. They have public so there's spectator mode. This is insane. Actually, I was trying to, I got too busy, or I got too tired last night. I was gonna try and do a match in there because I was so bored. I was about to put my dukes up because I couldn't play any KOF with anyone, so I was like, well, fuck, if I can't play a fighting game tonight, I mean, I guess I'll do a gooning battle with someone. I guarantee I'd win. The rules are insane. I'm not even gonna say them. But I know it involves trading. It's insane. I can't even talk about it. Someone was that bored that they made that whole system. It's crazy. No, you do not need to join. Yes, there is ranked gooning. Yes, they have PvP. They have an entire PvP channel. I mean, and they have a level system. Like, when you join the VC, you can't even... I think you can't actually have your mic on until you're, like, level 5 or something.
I'd say behave yourselves.
Yeah, they have porn battles. They have gooning battles. It's its own category in there. They have public battles, spectating, battle request. It's like they made an entire format. Yes, I was actually very impressed by just how much detail was in the server. I even went ahead and bought myself some, let me see if it's still there. Because I went ahead and bought myself some, what do you call it? Sign space or something. Ad space by, getting myself on the lifetime sub board for them. Which probably will draw in... It'll probably draw in some traffic for me, maybe. Because, I mean, this is like a leading stream. Yeah, I'm still up there. God. This stream has been going for a whole day in 13 hours. Good fucking God. Good lord, that is a big woman. Good lord. Oh my God. Wow, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Holy shit. I did not know. Did I? Oh my God. I didn't know that streamer... This is insane. I didn't know that streamer, Wait, did you share your streak? Did you share your stream streak or something? Because I'm hoping you had just, like, shared it instead of my stream just telling you. Okay, that's a lot better. It's really hard to, like, not be under a panopticon on Twitch. It's a little... I guess I'm not used to it. It just feels weird. High key, Twitch is part of why I had my breakup. Because, what's her name? Did not... I mean, I'm kinda scared to talk about it right now. Because she might be fucking lurking me. And I have no idea if she's in here or not. But she definitely... And a number just went away. So it might have been her. She is so fucking creepy. Holy fuck. But yeah, the girl I mentioned, she was apparently, just lurking that one night when I was, like, talking to you and Alina for, like, 4 hours, and rather than partake in the conversation, I mean, she just lurked. And I only knew about it because Twitch snitched on her. Because it, like, tells me... It does this weird thing where it, like, tells you your top chatters or your subscribers or whatever. And it's like, I had to really dig into it and look into it. It's like hidden algorithms where even if someone isn't, like, in there chatting, it'll show, like, you have hidden user rankings or whatever. So it's like just attending the stream will cause you to, like, pop up, especially the longer that you watch. So it's like a hidden level system. So the Twitch dashboard is trying to help you out by showing you who your most like fervent, dedicated followers are or whatever. But yeah, and it ends up snitching on lurkers, actually quite a lot. Which at that point you have to use like you have to be logged out or something. But that kind of, I know why a lot of people don't just log out if they want to lurk, because you can't see chat history if you're logged out. And they're very extremely nosy people, want to see everything. So yeah, they just stay logged in and they lurk and they just hope that the streamer doesn't notice, which most streamers, if they're not fucking dead, like my streams or they're low traffic, they're probably not gonna notice. But yeah, Twitch. I don't know why she is so crazy. I had to actually go ahead and ignore her on Discord, like block her stuff out, because she just posted one of her really annoying emotes in Sonic Soul's chat for no other reason than for it to be like a sign that she's like still around and reading. It's just Guilty 2.0. It's just really, it gives me super goosebumps, and I don't particularly like it. I mean, it'd be different if it was coming from someone who wasn't like actively like abusive to me. It's like, I guess that's part of the illusion with yanderes is yanderes seem really cool on paper, and to some degree they are in real life. It's just a lot of the women who are like actual yanderes in real life literally just want to ruin your life. Like they have an ingrained psychosis, and they're not going to stop until like you're just ruined. I can't believe Guilty is still active in the server. I can. As I lined out in the document, this is all part of her master plan. She will have dominance. Apparently she's trying to sell t-shirts now. I did not. T-shirts or hoodies or something. I didn't expect the merch to get whipped out this early. I expected her to wait until she finished subjugating Sophie to whip the merchandise out, but I guess she had to bump that up on the schedule. since conquering the server hasn't really gone to plan. She is very funny when she is not interacting with me. I don't know, so they're just the same person. They're basically the same person. She added everyone? What? I probably didn't get it because... Yeah, I probably didn't get it because I blocked her. Thank God. Yeah, I didn't get it because I blocked her. To look at the merch poll. Oh, she's gauging interest. I'm sure she'll get a few orders. I'm not sure if she'll get enough that will justify them even printing out the t-shirts unless they're hyper marked up. So I don't know who's gonna like work with her on that. Oh, never mind. She's probably just gonna get someone to bankroll her, so she doesn't care. Yeah, $80 hoodie. All the proceeds go to insert fake cause. Definitely just funding her escape to Japan. Which I actually don't think she can go to fighting racism. Guilty is the most curious case of someone who's like it's like she's like a Dexter Morgan type I know this woman is racist, I just can't prove it. You have to really dig into the things that she says to get to it, but it's there. She definitely whipped it out on me, which is why I engage with her the way I do. She says she's actively trying to reform someone. She wants them... This is like reinventing the wheel. She's basically trying to make this person be the old school racist type where it's not overt and they like they bake it into their mindset. As Guilty, I mean, for starters, Guilty literally off the bat, Guilty strongly believes in eugenics and that whole rigmarole of certain races being innately inferior in certain categories compared to others and blah blah blah. Strongly, yes. I mean, how do you think I got the audio? How do you think it got to an audio of her sending me the whole whatever she was talking about, her genes, and how she was like, don't you want me to inseminate all these women and blah blah? Because she believes her genes to be very good. She believes them to be superior. Maybe she did mean genes. Maybe she was just talking about her other merch endeavor. It was her line of psychopath genes. They want the psychopath gene. Oh. She's right where she needs to be. This is like the most peace the world can have right now, is containing the ancient evil in a singular Discord channel where she constantly attacks some German guy. It's like the ideal in-game. God help us whenever she's done with her crusade in that channel. And she's gonna expand. She already has that little website that she's constructing that's gonna be like a Kiwi Farms. If you're not careful, you're gonna end up on there. She's gonna have a tab dedicated to Deadeye Gamble. Oh shit, I forgot I had this open. God, this hump day sucked. I didn't get to do anything. I just slept all day. At least I got the controller from Sonic Soul. I think it's gonna service me pretty well. When I tried it, I did have connection issues with it like, for some reason I feel like I knew that your AC was fixed. I don't know how. But yeah, it's good that that finally got adjusted. I'm waiting for mine to play out, since it always goes out like every year in this house. I can tell that this controller is renewed. I can tell that the D-pad was not factory made, but repaired manually or whatever. It doesn't feel horrible. It feels like right in the middle ground where you can tell it's been used. But so far it's been working for me. But that's probably about as good as it's gonna get for me as far as controllers go, because I'm definitely not spending like $80 on a PS4 controller. Part of me wants to play Tekken 8, but part of me just doesn't want to go down that rabbit hole again with fighting games. Fighting games suck. The people are whack. It happens every time. I get lured in when I see a community that seems pretty cool. But I know by now, there's gonna be something crazy that's gonna happen. I'm just not, no, there's no way. Especially considering I'd have to get a PS5 just to get into this game. No. It'd be different if I already had a console. Then I just have to buy the game. But no, I'm not gonna spend that much money just for what I know is gonna happen. It's so weird. It's like, with fighting game people, basically if you don't play whatever is like the main business or whatever, it's not even just that you're not on topic. They basically don't treat you like a person. You're like an organism. Which, mind you, I've definitely made more money in Tekken than probably 98% of the people who yap about Tekken 8 all day. I know all my jargon. I definitely know old people Tekken. I mean, I literally played 7. But yeah, people don't care unless you're playing new game. It's the same way with Street Fighter. But yeah, so there is a bit of FOMO that you have to fight against. Because all that ever happens is I end up picking up the game, and then these people just get exposed, and then they just don't even fucking play me. So it's like, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do it. It's always the same thing. I get why they do that. It's because they want to feel like they have like some established, I don't know, authority or standing. So especially when, you know, someone like me comes around, they imagine, I don't know, I mean, I don't lie about my past. I guess they think I'm just like embellishing or just lying, or they believe whatever, because I think Guilty used to say that I was like butt cheeks, even though we're like the same level. But yeah, and then they get disappointed. It just causes problems. It's like goalpost shifting. It goes from you don't play the game to you play like a scrub to I have a life to I don't even care like that to I'm just casual to I don't even play fighting games. So we're back at square one, or we're back at what they are making fun of me for, that I don't play fighting games. That's how it goes, but whatever. I mean, Tekken 8 does look... I mean, Tekken 8 looks... interesting. I mean, it's obviously very, very aggro. I mean, I know... genuinely the only character that I could give a fuck about at this point would be Miguel, even though Leo and Feng Wei are literally right there. And I know they're good. I don't know, I just can't care enough. Especially once Tekken started going in the more aggro direction in Tekken 7 Season 2. That was what got me to start playing Miguel, because part of how to beat Feng Wei is to stay in his face. Don't try to outpoke him, just get in and aggro him. So it's like, whenever I started running into all the baboons playing all these aggro characters, especially the scrubby ones like fucking Asuka, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna like, if you can't beat him, join him. I mean, I had an interest in Brian, but his combos were kind of whack. So I was like, whatever, just give me Miguel, because they both have the soccer kick. And Miguel is cooler, so that's how I ended up on Miguel. And yeah, I would like beat people up with my belligerent offense. But yeah, so I'm not really that excited to play Leo and Feng in Tekken 8, which is just how Tekken 7 was getting on steroids. Like, probably the only trade-off between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 right now is that right now, anyway, Tekken 8 has less annoying-ass guest characters, but they still have what they have, at least Clive. And of course, he's, you know, a toxic, useless fucking guest character. It's like, why put this character in the game? Tekken 8 is like Tekken 7's problem on steroids. Tekken 7 had so much good with the game, But it was like, why the fuck are we putting Negan and Noctis, Geese, and Akuma in this game? Why? It's like we were so close to perfection. This was as close as a Namco game has actually gotten to being good, to being like not unbalanced trash. And yeah, Akuma, Geese, Noctis, you know, we're just saying hello. And it was just really fucking annoying. Because the thing is, with guest characters, especially in this era of fighting games, it's different because when they make these guest characters, they also tend to make them some of the easier ones for noobs to get into, or for people who basically don't actually even play the host game to get into. And it I don't know, it just creates a weird environment where it's full of people who don't even actually give a fuck about the game as a series, but they're just mashing around with a guest character who's literally not even actually playing Tekken. They're playing whatever their game is. Akuma, hard as fuck, though. I don't even remember. I remember there was only one Akuma who was really doing anything. Who the fuck is this? I know I didn't see what I thought I saw. I'm looking at Kick right now. Who are you? Oh, it's just Mystic Cookie. Hello, Mystic Cookie. Did I forget to update it? Oh yeah, Zane. But yeah, I remember there was only like one Akuma player who was doing anything, but he was winning everything. Like literally winning everything. Like if he entered something, he was winning. Akuma in Tekken was definitely easier than he was in his own base game. I know that much. He was easier than he was because they based him off of the Street Fighter 4 Akuma. So yeah, I can't say hands down he was easier. If you knew how to do like focus dash shit from Street Fighter 4, you could definitely play Akuma in 7, and you could probably play him very easily. But I don't know. I only saw that Super Akuma guy doing shit with him. I wonder if he even plays anymore, or if he did a name change. Super Akuma Tekken 8. Let's see. Tekken 8. Hello, homie. Yeah, because he was too hard for other people to play him. Akuma was absurdly hard to play. Yeah. Oh, you like this? Thank you. Yeah, I'm checking up on old Super Akuma. Yeah, looking at his placements for Tekken 8 kind of drives the point home is, yeah, they play these guest characters, and then, like, the issue with guest characters is, typically, you're not gonna see them ever again in a following game. So yeah, Super Akuma went into Tekken 8, and he proceeded to... I mean, he still places in, like, certain batches. Like, he makes some top 18s, top 48s, or whatever, but it's just night and day. He's not winning shit anymore, basically. Like, his time and his day in the sun is over. I see that he made 3rd at some bi-monthly. But yeah, the placements are just completely different. He's like placing in the 300s. It's the scourge of playing a guest character. Is actually KO. Well, never mind. I was about to say KOF actually has guest characters who will show up in other games actually, but that doesn't count because KOF already was supposed to be like a guest character game. It was supposed to be SNK's version of Smash Brothers. Because I was about to point out how Maru and Nakaruru have been in like 2 back-to-back games, but that doesn't count. What else? But yeah, the guest character just fucking suck. Because new people, instead of actually learning how to play Tekken, they would just play a guest character, never actually learn how to play Tekken, and then if the character gets nerfed or the next game comes out, they're just fucking garbage and they don't play anymore. Which I'm assuming, looking at Super Akuma's results, that no Akumas remained going into Tekken 8. They all just fucking quit and like probably went to Street Fighter 6 or something. I don't know. Or just didn't play fighting games anymore. Because I remember one of my guys who I would always train in fighting games, especially Street Fighter, for Tekken, he was so fucking annoying. Because, he was the one... Okay, I can't talk about him too much, but God, he was very dear to my heart. We definitely had a bit of a we definitely had a student-teacher fling going on. He was like the Chad of the group, kind of. But he was like pretty young. Oh my god. That'll never happen again. I can't believe it actually even happened. It was just like a fantasy novel. But he got into Tekken only because fucking Geese Howard got put in the game, and he wanted to play Geese because Geese is like a Giga Chat or whatever. So he's just sitting here doing all the scrubby ass Geese shit, activating max mode or whatever, and throwing Rapugan on the ground. It's like, I could never actually like train him because he was only going to play Geese, who literally is just... Because that was the problem with Akuma and Geese, is they're literally just hopping. They're literally just jumping and hopping all the time. Like, they're literally not playing the same game. So that was very annoying, having to accept that I could never actually train him. We could play each other all the time in that game, but he was just going to do Geese shit, because there was no other character he was ever going to play. He was only going to use... And it was worse because he was beating up everyone else. He was beating up everyone else but me. So that's all he really wanted. Because at that point, it didn't really matter. Because I was already his teacher. So he stopped caring I'd already beaten him into submission enough that he stopped deluding himself about lording over me in a game. He was happy taking all his W's off of the boys. Fucking hate fighting games. Fuck. But yeah. Basically the only incentive that would like really get me into Tekken 8 is if they put Miguel in the game. That's the only way I would play the kind of game they want Tekken 8 to be, is if I'm also playing an aggro character, and it would have to be Miguel. I can't think of any other character that really comes to mind that I would even like. I mean, I would try out Zafina, just because I missed her in all her glory in Tekken 7, because I was a ride or die Zafina. since Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2, you know, when all of her moves suck dick. So I am kind of bummed that due to life and everything, I didn't get to experience Zafina in her ascended state. And apparently she's still pretty good. Good enough that she gets play in tournaments. That was also like unheard of too. That was like a once in a millennium thing for a character that was as bad as Zafina to get tuned that well that she became like the best character in the game. That's actually pretty significant. There's very, very, very few characters who went from being absolute garbage in terms of character design to literally being the overlord of the game. And Voldo skin for Zafina, that would be really nice. They need to just bring her and Miguel's Tekken 6 battle intros. Those are what sold me on them. Their intros in Tekken 6 were so good. And their outfits. Especially Miguel with his hobo coat. Zafina was like a sneak peek of the kind of women I'd be dealing with for life. The ones who like turn into a spider and like crawl on you and kill you. Ella, if you're watching this, please move on from me. This is our second breakup. Please stop monitoring me. I'm begging you. I'm scared you're gonna kill me at this point. I don't know what else you want from me at this point. I mean, damn, you said you were over me. Please don't double back again. Yeah. Zafina has a lot going on. She wants to be over you? Yeah. That actually is part of the conflict. Is she did want that quite a lot. But yeah, Zafina has a lot going on in her character that didn't actually mean anything to me until like, what, 10 years later? I mean, what, she's literally, what, a fortune teller, seer, exorcist, demonologist, yeah, she's literally just me. And I had no fucking clue when I first saw her. Heck, she even dresses like me. Like her old default dresses, she would wear this red dress. And I definitely have a dress like that now. It's like maroon or something. Time to do a Zafina cosplay. I do a Zafina cosplay stream every day I stream, basically. The things, actually a lot of the clothes that I do wear, like, they're like Middle Eastern coded. I have a lot of, I forget what they call them. I definitely have more to wear, but they look bad. like the ones meant for like when you're in the desert. You might be Zafina in a DLC. Yes, I'm definitely in a DLC outfit. Going by how Alina put like half of her character customizations literally in lingerie, yeah, I imagine there's a few bikini Zafinas running around. Fuck, I closed my tab on Darcy. Damn. Not as many bikinis as Lily. I actually should be trying to work on this strategy. If this strat works, there might be some people showing up in this chat. I just put a message in the Gunner server. I just set the word horny. I want to see if they click on my profile and see that I'm streaming. I want to see how quick they file in here. Gunnar, good lord. Wow. Wow, they're watching some insane videos. Huh? French tip pedicure mod. That is highly specific. What the fuck is that? What is the extra pink and sloppy just for you mod? What is... I don't even know what that means. Extra... Oh god. Wow. What an insane video. Good lord. Some people make some unhinged content. That's creepy. There's some horror game let's play. I'll be watching later. These Twitch chatters be pissing me off. They say one message and disappear. Holy fuck. I think one guy messaged last night. One guy messaged last night and said, "Why did my wife leave me?" And didn't say anything else. Like, why? What's the point? I gotta start bouncing up and down. I actually don't think I can. I got a lot going on with my body type. So there's already some concern there. But I also think Twitch is like, I don't know, Twitch is just weird. They act like they don't have booby streamers on here. It reminds me of that Family Guy joke about you only get like so many shakes of your dick or whatever. That when they tried to censor everything in that one Family Guy episode, when that guy crowded Peter and it was like 2 shakes maximum or something when he was at the urinal. That's kind of how Twitch is with the booby stuff. They're like 3 bounces maximum or whatever. Yeah, Twitch is a lot more anal about the kind of stuff that you might be able to have done before. Like, no twerking, no... I mean, you can kind of do a little bit of that, but even then, if you have haters, they'll like mass report you or whatever. And it also depends on what mods are on Twitch at that day. So they might if a random mod for the site doesn't like you, they'll just randomly give you an infraction. So, just Twitch things. Which, I mean, basically, if you make a lot of money for them, they're not gonna care. Oh, got some kicks. Wow, I've never seen that animation in my life. Let me see that name. Thank you, Road to a Mill Media. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, Twitch is very prickly about it. You can't even touch your own body on Twitch anymore. They're like, you get one touch of your boobies and then can't do anything crazy now. You can't be caught titillating. Yeah, that's the. They don't want streamers to do things that outright titillate viewers, basically. Which is also why you'll see it's gone as far as, because actually I got suspended for like a few days on Twitch for this, and it's part of why I didn't use Twitch for a very, very, very long time. But they even have rules where it kind of is like a what do you call it? It's not even fat phobic. It's just like being biased against body types that literally aren't, like, I don't know, developed at all. They don't even want you to be in bikini bottoms if, how did they say it? They said that you can't have a pubic mound visible. So it's not even just like having genital imprints or something visible. They don't even want you to have, yeah, they're anti-fupa, basically. So, yes. So that's why you'll see, like with Darcy, Double D Darcy, you'll always see her like laying down on her stomach, or she'll have one of her stuffed animals like in her crotch, because if you're in a shot where your crotch is like visible for too long and your mound or whatever is like visibly distinguishable, they'll fucking suspend you. Like, they'll shut your stream down and suspend you. Until Twitch stopped looking, I think it's AI. I think a lot of it is AI. Like, the AI can detect mounds, so it gets flagged. That's probably why they have the rule about, because they have other rules, like how you can't have the camera just looking at your boobs for a prolonged amount of time. Like, if I were to have the camera where it cuts off my face and it just shows my chest, I can't do that. They will literally, that was another time that I think all they did was shut my stream off. I can't remember. But yeah, they forcibly shut my stream off for that. I think they only suspended me for a few hours. But yeah, you can't do that. So yeah, you'll see most chicks, if they're actually live, they'll be sitting in weird positions where you can't actually, like, see anything, kinda, but you can tell that they're, like, wearing a bikini. But yeah, they're basically covered up. And they're never actually doing anything, because you basically can't do anything anymore on Twitch. Which is crazy, because VTubers in VR be going insane on this website. VTubers be having like the biggest pair of knockers I've ever seen. Their shit's about to bust out of their shirt. Like, they literally there's VTubers on here who are literally just using the same model that they use for porn, except they just have like a different layer of clothes on it. So it's like their body is still eroticized. Like, I mean, they're still very, very hot. You know, it's like seeing a hentai artist. Yes, it's like seeing a hentai artist draw safe for work content, but you can tell that they draw porn because it's like it's just very obvious. I mean, their models are super pretty. I remember seeing the Cottontail VA girl. Her model, you can just tell just looking at her model that she does. Even if I didn't already know that she does porn, I could tell just looking at her model that she gets down because it is crispy. But yeah, so that's why VTubers, for a hot minute, VTubers were constantly getting in trouble. Can you count the wrinkles on her stinkles? It's more about the eye. I don't know, it's something about the eyes and just the shape of the body is just, it's very fuck me coded. But yeah, the golden days of Twitch are long gone in terms of booby streams. I mean, they're still here, it's just a little different, kinda. You basically have to, like... a lot of the girls on here who still actively work on here just do the social angle. They just talk. You know, gift of gab or whatever. Because most of them have enough followers and are hot enough that it doesn't matter. They're still gonna get their money from these people. Like Darcy. Like every time I'm like Darcy literally just chills. Darcy will be on here like 6 hours and she is just chilling. And I've seen mad hype trains get triggered and everything. I've been farming hype train emotes in her stream. Like she gets a fucking bag on the stream and all she's doing is chilling on her bed like every night for like 6 hours. Like she's got some spenders. How many followers she has? She has like I mean she's only at like 58k followers. And she gets mad money. It's interesting. She might have some networking things going on. I don't know. But then again, she's also like painfully attractive. She's painfully attractive. And I'm just noticing she's the same height as Lena. Holy fuck. Yeah, they're all over that. 5'2", it's over. Motherfuckers will drop money on you like nobody's business. I'm just tall enough that the average guy would at least have to think a minute about whether he could subjugate me in a fight or something. I at least make them double check. A lot of them wouldn't though, because in real life my legs are humongous. I know I look really bad when I'm sitting, but I'm kind of built like a horse. Like my thighs are... It actually freaks me out how big my lower body is. Like my thighs have always been humongous, like Chun-Li legs. She's just munching on good bars. She makes me want to eat. I'm trying to make it to 3 hours, but she's wearing me down.
They're one of my favorites. If Mimi was still alive, she'd take me to any kind of like grocery store or anything.
But yeah, today was a wash. Well, yeah, today was a wash. It's because I didn't sleep. It's like I only slept 3 hours and I woke up at like 10 a.m. and then I just couldn't go to sleep again. So I kept sleeping over and over throughout the whole day. Why? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I do know it's because I just didn't go to sleep at a good time. Like, I was definitely behind schedule. Since I had to wash the goddamn dishes. I'm just always washing dishes in this house. It's insane. I never use any of the dishes, either. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but yeah, having to wash the dishes on top of eating or whatever, I mean, that takes some time. There's something else that was going on. I think I also had some other needs going on, but yeah, I didn't go to sleep until like 6 a.m. So that just really fucked me up. Like, I wasn't in the bed until 6 a.m. Usually I don't actually sleep until like 6 a.m. Like, unconscious 6 a.m. And I was really behind. Had lots of interesting dreams. First dream, I was like in a anime or something, kinda. Space colony. I was a boy with like this older woman. Like, I was a boy, and this woman who was like in her 20s was like, she just seemed very defeated by life. She was gonna run away because of some war with the space colonies. She was telling me how all you can do is take care of yourself, look out for yourself, type of shit. And then I made a promise to her that I would get strong enough in life to take care of her and every other woman that I care about. Like it was some sort of it was like some sort of harem anime, like sci-fi shonen harem anime. But it was like the harem type where it's like, it's just how I am in real life. Like, I'm not necessarily possessive of the people I have feelings for. I would like it if it was a world where I could just be with all the people that I like in that way. It's just not how life is. People want to own each other, all other weird shit. I mean, having a normal one-to-one relationship would be nice. I mean, I would still like that. It's just it seems like that's just not how it plays out anymore. It seems like it's a very rare thing to get nowadays. It just feels like especially if you are single by the time you're like 30, I guess, it feels like all you're left with at that point are people who are basically jockeying to get some kind of one-up or ownership over someone else. They're looking for some kind of bag, whether it's financial or just improving their life situation. And like, love seems to like have a very diminished spot. But yeah, that dream was interesting. Then I dreamt that I had a daughter, but she was white. She was really bratty. I wanted to put her ass in the trash can, but I kind of didn't want the dream to end, since I would like a daughter. It was interesting. Guilty got me. Well, considering I'm pretty sure this girl was Italian, so it automatically rules guilty out. I don't even remember what ethnicity did. I think guilty is like German or something. Or Irish or whatever. It was a very interesting dream. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really talk to anyone today. Or it seemed like everyone else was very low energy today. So I just slept. Still haven't heard from the one woman I mentioned to you. So I'm still a little worried about her. Who just spoke? Oh no. The Mexicans are coming. Hello, Mamacita. Hello, Adam. Here y'all go. German. Yeah, something like that. I don't. I mean, as much as she would say, I'm not a guilty fanatic, so I don't remember all her little details. I mean, she definitely has brought up her heritage. It doesn't seem she's that connected to it, considering she's too busy reading the 5 Rings or whatever. A German sermon preaching about getting ethnic. Yes, the irony. Oh, God. Not sure why I did that. Other than to farm a clip. Yeah, because I forgot I still gotta fill up my Twitter with empty garbage clips. There has to be a service I can use to automatically just post. It's weird. I think I just heard someone knocking. If I don't come back, and something happened in this house because it's 2 a.m. and nobody should be banging on the door like that. That was really creepy. I'm gonna get some tea. was creepy.
Does everyone go through a moment in their 20s when they just break down and cry? I came to G9 today looking for a job, but I had interviews with 2 companies.
Hello, guys and gals. Me moving our way back. Well, as you can see. Stephen Bartlett has built the most historical building in media, and probably without meaning to, the most revealing. His studio has 9 cameras you can't see, shoes off, carpet and music from your own childhood to pretty routines. He even controls the air, keeping the CO2 below 1,000 parts per million, because he's read that still air makes for worse conversation. I spent 5 hours reading the research. I'm ready to go and watch all the videos and everything about this person. I know their kids, their favorite music, everything. And Stephen tells you how he wants his conversations to play out because he wrote it down as law 3 in his own book. You must never disagree. This third law, to never disagree, is the critical skill that will allow you to become an effective negotiator.
God, I look so good when I'm standing up. God damn. If only Twitch wasn't fucking cornball. Fortunately, I look like a fat fuck when I'm sitting.
And one of his biggest selling points for Stephen is his transparency. And one of the great ones I take away from you is honesty. Honesty is so powerful. He explains he knows what it's like to lose everything. Stephen asks him where his values come from, and his answer is very sincere. Can you take me to that earliest context so I can understand how and why you are the way that you are? We were not safe there. And at one point, we had these revolutionary guards come into the backyard. They were actually going after our neighbor's house, and one of their guns went off, and bullets went down. He says that feeling never left him, and he says he dearly holds onto the security he has now. I think Americans underestimate what this place represents and its ideals, right? Which is if you build something into your words, this rule of law can't be taken away from you. That is not true for the majority of the population.
I usually don't get freaked out. It's just, I live in a very, very quiet area. So it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Because I definitely heard someone pounding on the door, and no one was there. We did have a guy randomly knock on our door one time. I think I was in high school, and the guy was like running from the cops or something. Okay, well, now that I've been properly spooked for the night, I think I can wrap things up on Twitch, that has definitely given me a bit of a jolt. And just in case that person, whatever that was, knocks again, I want to be off the air so I don't end up on a creepy live stream footage of me getting mauled by a bear or something. Oh my god. And that, it also really excited me, so now I gotta watch some porn to de-escalate. I think I set up everything. I need to get some Malphus clips made again so he can get us on the next episode. It's about time to get us on the next episode. So, I guess he'll probably have something to say for the next episode. But until then, I guess the Kick people will kind of still be around for a bit. But for Twitch, yeah, I'll definitely see Twitch tomorrow. I feel like exciting things are gonna happen tomorrow, so I'll see you guys later.
Shadow groove. Shadow groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil logic we disprove. Got to shadow groove. We may never see eye to eye, but oh Lord knows we've got to try. This battlefield's ablaze with losses on both sides. But my spirit does that wave. I'm gonna fly high. Shadow groove, ghetto groove, ghetto groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil that we disprove. Got to shadow groove. Shadow groove, shadow groove. You've got to get up and move. Evil logic we disprove. Got to shadow groove. Got to get in the groove. Shadow groove. Got to, gonna get in the shadow groove.
Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine away. I don't think you understand it when you say your words. It's always the funniest thing that I've ever heard. I think you are relatively delusional. You think there's water in the flame and that I'm too cold. Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine on. Shine away. We already went and told ya. Shine away. You think you love me, you don't know your left from your right. You hear the truth, instead you melody with a fight. You think you understand me, and it's adorable. The only word I have for you is predictable. Do you really wanna go out? Cause until we digest burn, you toss them up into a crafted urn. The velvet curtain keeps the light far away. I see the patterns in the games you play. Trace the lifeline splitting in your palm. Coffee grounds are swirling in a calm. You hide a secret like a stone inside the shoe, but I have mirrors showing every side of you. The stars are shifting tiles, at the distance of 1,000 miles. Don't close your eyes or let the flame expire. The future's dancing on a golden wire, and I know you'll say my name. Spin the wheel till seasons bleed. I give you answers that you need. A butterfly soars through a crystal sphere. The edges of tomorrow falling up clear. Open the iron gate and carve away the key. Your heart is beats like the rolling sea. So read the card and feel the power in every leaf. I'll find the diamond hidden underneath your grief. A sudden draft of wind begins to chill the air. The smell of incense tangles in your messy hair. The lunar cycle marks the rhythm of the tide. There is no shadow where a quiet ghost can hide. 12 different houses built of matches and all blue. I'm painting portraits of a version of you that's new. The sandalwood is burning down to gray and wild. I hold the compass that can navigate the night. The stars are shifting weights above the rooftop tiles. I'm at the distance of 1,000